Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Dangerous. It's a movie starring Scott Eastwood, who I believe is Clint Eastwood's either child or grandchild. It also has Mel Gibson and Famke Janssen, and the dude who played the Blob in the Wolverine movies. He's been in a few other things that I liked him in, but I can't remember his name or anything else at this point, like off the top of my head, so that's what we're going with. And some other people. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with the furry, there isn't any. Moving on. So, this is a movie that it has kind of the Guest feel. If you've ever seen The Guest, it has kind of that feel, but with just a little bit more lightheartedness rather than the like spooky, scary feel for it. Mel Gibson literally phones it in, but it's Mel Gibson, so he still does an excellent job. It's just that I feel like he was only in this movie so that you could have his name in the credits, so that you get that name recognition, to have people click on it, to look at it, to see this movie, to be like, oh, Mel Gibson, and then like the movie anyway, because I really feel like many other people probably could have played his part just as well. I'm not saying he did a bad job with it. I just don't think that there was anything particularly necessary of Mel Gibson's talent. So I'll just say that. But still a fun character. So Scott Eastwood character is basically a guy who, you know, and this isn't just, again, the first few minutes, so no spoilers, but he's just getting out, or he's just been on parole for a while, and he's getting towards the end of his sentence, and he's trying to change his life, but he's a bit of there's something off about him, because there's just something off about him, and I don't want to go too much into it, because kind of the exploration thereof and the explanations thereof is a little bit of, I think, the draw for the story, but there's something off about him. He's having to take pills to keep him a bit more level with people, and Mel Gibson is his therapist, and he's trying to turn over a new leaf and been consulting his therapist, and then his brother dies, and there's these bad guys that decide to come to the island and where his brother's funeral is taking place that he is at. So, you know, things happen. And like I said, it has kind of a bit of the Guest feel to it. What I will say is that if you're looking for that feel, and you don't mind the more like scary horror person-esque aspect of it, rather than this bit more lighthearted feel to it, I think The Guest is a far better movie. I think that the fight scenes were better. I think that the plot was better. It had more tension. It was just an all-around better film. That being said, it's kind of like Morgan versus the Eve movie with the, I can't remember, but Oscar Isaac's in it, you know, and she's... Okay, moving on from there. It's a movie where there's a better version of it out there, but this is still decent. Like, I had a fun time watching this. I do think that there was a couple times where it seemed like the bad guys made some really, really dumb decisions that I'm just like, would they have done that, though? So, I think there was a couple times where it kind of broke the internal rules of the universe for me and kind of drew me out a little bit. But overall, I think it was fine. The music was not obtrusive. This was not a high enough budget movie to really have CGI. The action that took place was well choreographed. So I think it was fun. Some of the other characters were a little annoying. They didn't develop them as much. Like, I think that they were just like, this is the annoying character. And they didn't have like that one moment where you're like, that's why that character was in here. And then there was a couple times where you're like, I feel like we're building up to something with this character, and then nothing. Okay, I guess every build-up doesn't have to lead to something, but it just kind of felt that way. So I don't know if maybe they cut something out or what. And it seemed like it was going like this, and then all of a sudden it was like, hey, what? And then you're like, a what? And then it goes on, and you're like, okay, sure, all right, we'll go with that. I don't know why you needed that to do this other thing, but sure, it's a new spin on that, I guess. So yeah, overall, I'd say I'd give it a thumbs up. It's fun to have on, maybe in the background, just watch, tune into the action scenes or the funny quips when you want them. The guy is kind of fun. I look forward to seeing him in other things. I think he did a good job with what he had. Famke Jensen is another one who, I think was just in there for the name recognition, for how much screen time she had. This was a Scott Eastwood film that I think the other two actors were doing his dad a favor to lend their names to try and get him to be a bigger star. So I'm hoping you watch this movie, and I hope you like him, because I think he would make a good star. I think he has the chops. It looks like he could do it. So that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.